What is up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Please do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to live long, thrive, and survive. Let's go ahead and take a look at this screen right over here, team. This is actually what your American stock market is looking like right now, right, guys? We had a major shakeout just today, one that we, of course, couldn't see. No one could really see that, guys. We are not here to predict what the Fed can say, but what the Fed says affects the market completely, okay, you guys? So this is definitely your major assets right now, weighing the most out of the market, right? So this is per the close today. Now, if we take a look at the ETF section, of course, you're going to notice that the ETFs are also completely down, right? And what's awesome right now, team, is that as of the last 3 to 4 minutes, Bitcoin and XRP and everything is starting to kind of cool off, right? I was expecting here for this to happen, as I did send out a message, a private message to the entire team on Discord just a few hours ago, saying that the downside was a little bit too fast. It felt like it capitulated a little too on the immediate short term, right? So usually when you get those kinds of quick moves, you get that recovery not right away, right? But you typically expect a recovery when you see those types of things happen in that fashion, right, guys? So let's go ahead and just take a look at the screen now. I want to go ahead and show you here, team, that yes, a federal chair, the Fed Reserve's chair. Oh my goodness. Fed Chair Powell, right? He is actually announcing that they are cutting maybe two of the rates, right? That we're going to potentially cut into next year. So now we're going to get, instead of the 4 rate cuts that we were potentially looking for, we're only getting about 2 of them, right? So those 2, and that, that was kind of what shook the markets here, right? We were now that kind of made us a little bit cautious. Now we're trying to maybe price in a different valuation into the markets, guys. It created a little bit of fear inside the markets. Also for the fact that Fed Chair Powell also said that he couldn't create any answers for his Bitcoin inquiries, right, guys? So that also kind of it shook the markets a little bit, guys. But the overall thing that we should keep in mind, guys, is that he did speak about essentially a victory here, right? He was talking about we avoided a recession. We almost didn't get that rate cut for today, the 25 bips, and in fact, they're still considering the other 2 bips, the other 2 rate cuts, right? I think they would both probably be 25 bips each. So those are things that are still kind of weighing towards the bullish side of things, okay, guys? So we may be experiencing just a little bit of an overreaction in the markets, right, presently speaking, guys. So yeah, take a look at this. Even now that we just kind of went over, the Tron network just went green right here, right? We saw the Binance coin here just go into green recently, and so now Ethereum is actually in the green too. So yeah, guys, I do think that there could be some type of recovery coming in, but there will be volatility even still. Usually speaking, guys, the easier trade is usually after the Fed speaks, okay, team? So let's go ahead and take a look at our favorite coin here, as this just kind of performed a little bit of a bear trap, right? And the way we can identify that is because this is what's called the dead cat bounce, right? So we have immediate downside, immediate recovery, and continuation towards the downside. The reason why it's a bear trap is because it didn't meet the actual downside target that it needed to, right? So here you go. You were supposed to get a target of about 212, and we got an immediate reaction from that 217 towards the upside. This is using the shorts as liquidity right now, guys, and this is actually rising towards the upside here very, very aggressively. So in these times to when there is a lot of fear in the market, guys, this is usually the time where you want to long, usually the time where you want to pick up a little bit for your bag as well, right? As you would, as the markets, like I said, right, we are not really in the bearish side of things just yet. Fed Powell actually did speak about a lot of great things as well. They were a little topsy-turvy with the information that they provided before, in comparison, even last year, right, in comparison to what was presented today. So this, probably not their finest hour, right? So I think the Fed could have, been a little more consistent with the way that they present their information and deliver it, right, guys? But it is what it is, and we just have to deal with what we're dealing with growth here, right? So bounce. Let's go ahead and take a look at the price action here for XRP as we move in, guys. Number one, yesterday's projection for us getting the first target to the upside of 259 absolutely happened, right? So we at least got that move here for, before we actually started to continue towards that downside. Very interesting times indeed, team. At least we've been meeting some of those targets, right? And you can see that some of the prior supports have also weighed in, have also shown some validity as well, right, guys? Of course, we didn't have any supports down here because we had already gotten rid of everything down there. We honestly didn't think that we were going to come down here, right? But watch out with these recoveries here, team. I am going to go ahead and pull up volatility versus momentum and see how this is kind of pulling through, right? So 10-minute time frame, very impressive upside bias here. This posturing is inside of the bullish control zone and also massively expanded. This is the kind of reaction we want, right? Continuation towards that upside. New 10-minute bar just printed right now. If there is a further downside on this 10-minute bar, we're going to get a little bit of a peekaboo here, just at about that top end of the prior bar. Then potentially come back down to that area of about I would say actually right down here to around 231, right? That 231 can have us bounce towards that upside and continue on. So we want this 10-minute time frame to continue to thrust into the 15-minute time frame, where the 15-minute time frame now is going to be over in 4 minutes with a massive green bar as well. So upside bias, expanding volatility means that we are hitting that gas, right? We're throttling towards that upside. We definitely want to make sure that we can continue as such. Now let's take a look at the 30-minute time frame. 30-minute time frame getting that crossover from the moving average on the volatility component. This is already suggesting upside continuation even still. 18 minutes, guys, to close this 30-minute bar. This is looking very, very good for the immediate short term. And now the hourly time frame as well. We got a 48 minutes, right? We just opened this around 12 minutes ago, and look at the size of that hammer candle, right? This hammer candle indicates a potential V-shaped recovery, and this very well could have been the floor here for the immediate short term. Okay, guys, by hourly time frame, let's see what's going on with that. Yeah, we still got 48 minutes to close. Look at that massive expansion and also that potential upside pivot on this, guys. I think we're doing good. 3-hour time frame on this, expansion to upside pivot, and also 12 minutes ago we printed a hammer candle there too, right? And now we're moving towards that upside, 231.82 at the present price. So now 4-hour time frame, guys, is in the process of getting its closure. 48 minutes to go. Massive volatility spike above the moving average, and this the stochastic momentum looks like it's ready to pivot here, and this will also close out a very, very attractive hammer candle at the bottom of this trend, indicating that this would be the V-shaped recovery for a continuation towards the upside. If this does show that continuation, guys, I can definitely see a 249 to about 253 level coming in for the, I guess, in the next couple of hours here for XRP. All right, so 6-hour time frame, guys. This hasn't seen it just yet. So if we're talking about mathematics here, 4 hours into 6 hours of ATR, so that puts us at about 14 cents of upside from the open of the 6-hour bar. All right, so this is the open of the 6-hour bar right here at 230. The ATR top on this would put us well, guess where, right? 245. Already talking about those targets that we were looking at, right? So right around, yeah, I do think that we can actually get into that. Yeah, definitely could see that. I was talking about a 248-ish, right? 247 around that 253. So yeah, guys, I do think that mathematically this is possible. As soon as we get to this 6-hour time frame and really cascade into that, maybe a little bit of a short-term pullback to validate your 240s, 244s before a continuation towards the upside. And yeah, so it looks like we already performed that downside all the way up to what looks like it could have been a 3-day time frame of downside, right? So the 3-day time frame presented about a 30-cent deviation on this, right? So from the open of this, that would have been 30 cents to the downside. So that would have been $2.18. And check this out right there, $2.18. We quantified that using the data cells indicator, and we can see it right here where it says current ATR low, 218 from the opening of the bar, right? 29 cents is your current ATR. This is the way we do it, guys. We make sure that we can quantify things via mathematics with algorithms that we personally have developed. Well, you know, the ARCa Bulls team and, well, myself, right? So very, very good indeed. I must remind you guys to make sure to join the ARCa Bulls, the ArcMastersCourse, guys. This is coming up with the beginners are about to start here, guys. The beginners are about to start in about a week. So I need you guys to get enrolled right away, right? So that we can go ahead and make sure that you get that New Year's resolution fixed up and be a great trader. Okay, team. So yeah, just wait up here for the immediate short-term time frame frames to kind of shift towards that upside. We're looking pretty damn good. This is usually where people start to kind of buy in, at least the people that buy the fear, right? So yeah, but I do think that we're headed straight for that 247, around 253 cent level here in the next couple of hours. We need a base around there. Make sure that we can get that 240 to 245 validated before us continuing towards the 260s again. Okay, you guys. But yeah, nonetheless, I think this is a pretty good place to leave off. If any questions or concerns, you definitely reach out to me. Okay, team. I love you all, and we shall speak very, 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 very soon. All right, team. Adios. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Ever. I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well. A very, very good rest of your night and or day. And I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios, team.